Welcome back, folks. I'm Pete Egoscue. Cinema Health and Fitness today. We have two purposes today's video process. One is to explain why getting up and down off the floor without your hands is so incredibly important to not only a pain-free life, but also your longevity. And then secondly, to provide a simple, easy tutorial to be able to implement getting up and down off the floor without your hands, without the fear or the frustration of either hurting yourself or being unable to comply with your desire to be able to do this. So with that little preamble, let's begin. Now, this is what most of us do. Today, Kim is helping us out. Watch how she reaches behind her to support herself because she feels unstable. And she wants to look, and she puts her hands down. So not only is she reaching and bracing herself down, but she's also bracing herself and pushing up. This is what most of us do. It's an unconscious, learned habit. And the body has learned to rely on this crutch or action in order to be mobile, getting in and out of chairs, desk chairs, office chairs, home couches. This is what the effect of that habit is when we try to get up and down off the floor. This is glow. This is what it looks like because of the loss of mobility and range in those load joints that I talked to you about previously. Now, trying to get up and down off the floor with this kind of muscle memory without using your hands is going to be at best extremely frustrating, and at worst you're going to hurt yourself. And neither one of those things are necessary because the body learns very quickly. So the little tutorial that we're about to commence here is going to help you and your body relearn the natural God-given right to be able to get up and down off the floor easily and simply without effort. Step one, we're going to practice getting in and out of a chair without pushing. We want to do these in sets. Notice her feet are pointed straight ahead, hip width apart. Her shoulders and abdominal muscles are relaxed. She is not holding her breath. So I don't really care whether you inhale or exhale as you sit and stand. What's important is that you don't hold your breath. If you need to take a breath, you'll stop the movement and relocate your breath and continue to breathe through the evolution. I would begin with sets of 10 of these sit to stands, as we call them, and I would do them so that I could do 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 sets of sit to stands where I was breathing easily and without effort, and it wasn't fatiguing, and the soreness that will be attributed to doing this has left my body, and we move to step 2. Step 2, we're not quite ready to get up without some kind of leverage. So you'll see that Kim is placing one leg behind her as a point of leverage and pushing up with her leg from the knee to the ankle. We'll do this with both legs. First left leg, then right leg. Now, you will notice that as you begin to do this, first of all, you'll find it quite challenging, and you'll notice, much to your surprise, that you'll get up on one side much easier than you do the other. You will practice this step until it's easily done, both right leg behind you and left leg behind you. And for all you men out there who are watching this who thought, well, yeah, it's easy for women to do, this is Greg. And Greg is implementing the same step motion that Kim was doing. And you notice that he does it with the same ease of movement that Kim did. We all have the same design, folks. Musculoskeletal, neurological, functional design. We all have the same muscles, same bones, same nerves, same function. So this is not a gender issue. This is not an age issue. This is a habitual musculoskeletal habit issue. Left leg, right leg. Once again, take your time. There's no hurry. You'll get better at this rather quickly. Don't hold your breath. When you're moving, you're breathing, either exhaling or inhaling. Most people find it helpful to exhale on the effort, which is the push-up. Well done, Greg. You'll practice this once again until it's easily done, both the left leg in front and the right leg in front. And of course, no hands. The natural progression from step 1 to this step. Once this step is mastered, you're going to notice quite a few things about yourself anatomically. Next step. Here we cross the ankles. This is anatomically more muscle recruitment. That's why it is more difficult to do without a lead up and practice. Cross first the right one over the left one, then the left one over the right one, and as we have done in the other sets, we're going to do these in repetitions and sets. Both male and female here, of course. Right foot over left foot over right foot. Abdominal muscles are relaxed. Breathing, no breath holding. When you run out of breath, just pause because you're using all of your big posture muscles to do this. This is quite a cardiovascular demand, which is one of the things that the researchers have studied. And they believe that this is a cardiovascular exercise. It is, but more importantly that it's a cell metabolic health capability that we were born with. And we need to maintain it for our longevity as well as our vitality. Now what you're seeing here is the final Mac Daddy step. No ankle cross, no leverage. And you see that it was difficult for her to do. Two little tools that are going to facilitate this. Number 1, quadriceps tight, hang, head relaxed, abdominal muscles relaxed until you can touch your toes and your quadriceps are tight, your thigh muscles are tight, and you're still touching the floor. Once you master this, you will see she slides her hands underneath the front of her feet, palms against the soles of her feet. That elevates her medial arch and the ball of her foot, puts more tension in her ability to go to what's called hip extension and knee extension. It's elongating the muscles of the back of her body, her big posture muscles. Holds this, breathes, relaxes her stomach, relaxes her head. Then, once you do this, once you master this, you walk out into a yoga pose called the downward dog. Once again, you don't hold your breath. Your hands are hip width apart, in line with your feet. Your feet are pointed straight ahead. You extend your pelvis to the ceiling, your tailbone. You relax your head, you tighten your quads, and you push your heels down into the floor and breathe. Do this for a count of breaths, big deep breaths, diaphragmatic breaths, 5 to 6 really good breaths. And you'll see the effect of these two things, simple little movements and positions, to the ability of this young lady to be able to get up and down off the floor with her feet pointed straight ahead. You're going to watch how much better she is at this now. You're going to see a big smile on her face. She's not so sure. And up she goes. See that? She's smiling. It's better. It's easier for her to do. These are the steps. See her smile? These are the steps. Once you complete these steps and you're able to do these up and down off the floor with both legs without the aid of your hands, you're going to notice more energy. Your sleeping patterns are going to be better. Your resting heart rate is going to go down. And you're going to enjoy the activities that you enjoy day to day without the fear of overriding fatigue or of injuries. Thank you, folks. My name's Pete Egoscue. See you next time.